retro, bro, but he might be a little late. But I'm gonna get started because I don't want to be here all night. Because yeah, I got to lay down. I say I get up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, up at 5 in the morning.
Oh, about 5 in the morning. Okay. Let me see. Wait to get a few people here. A few people.
Eat my damn chocolate.
Oh, well, that sounds kind of good right now. I need to stay away from it, shit.
Chocolate.
I've been working so much, I ain't had time to go to the gym. I got my membership back. I'm not even freaking using it. I need to use it.
Well, you got to get that home gym.
Home gym.
Yeah.
Get that Bowflex.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, so I guess they're here. Okay. All right. I guess as we got getting some people coming in. All right, I guess it's gonna get started. Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, VGA 27, back again with another episode of the Game Over Podcast, episode number 3. I apologize that I didn't do one last week. That's because of my work schedule. I got promoted to foreman, so I'm cracking a lot of whips. So, yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff at work, so it's worth it. At least I got a raise with that as well, too. So, yeah, let's go and get started, talk about the games we've been playing this week, and talk about the subjects that we're about to give to y'all. So let's go and get an introductions out the way. Start with your T.
Hey there, Bruce. T here. How's it going? We gonna talk about like what we've been playing, or we just
Yeah. You can do that. You can do that.
All right. Well, I've been playing this cool game called State of Mind on the Switch. It's kind of it's an indie title. It's like I think it's like $40.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's very much in the vein. It's kind of a walking simulator.
Yeah.
But, it's it's like has like a sci-fi kind of deep narrative, kind of similar to like a Heavy Rain type, but like set in the future. Like I think it's 2048 or something. Really cool game. I like it a lot. You got to be into those kind of games though. But been playing that. Been playing my N64. Been playing a lot of Sin and Punishment. I don't know why. I just started playing that a lot more on my N64. So, yeah, that's mostly it.
You play on your on a old TV, don't you? Your 64.
What's that?
You play your N64 on a old TV, CRTV.
No, I play on my this bad boy right here.
Shit, yeah, it's not gonna look right though.
I use
What you use?
I use that SCART HDMI.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's what
Helps clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not perfect, but it looks a lot better than if you just
so
did that.
so between the SCART and a regular CRTV, which one would look better?
SCART. Well, SCART using a CRT is probably the best you're gonna get, but
The best.
I mean, just playing using a CRT is what you're used to. So, but as far as like cleaner picture, SCART on a CRT is gorgeous. Like,
Really?
It's really clean. It's better than what you remember playing back in the day.
Huh? Because I thought about getting one for the Saturn because I heard a lot of good things about that. Either that or S Video, something like that.
I have SCART for my Saturn too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because ever since I bought this TV back here, this old TV that y'all see in the background, like the video games look really good. I forgot how good it looked on a regular CRTV, but
yeah.
I thought about doing the whole SCART thing, dude. You know how much money I done spent on these upscalers, man. I bought that freaking the Eon that GCHD.
Yeah.
That's expensive, man. Like how much I paid? Y'all see the price right there? Oh, was it? There you go, $149.99. Yeah, that's how much I paid for that bad boy. But I'm getting my money's worth because we're playing. I'm playing my GameCube. Me and my family, we having a blast. The last weekend, we literally spent 5 hours playing the GameCube. We played Double Dash, F-Zero GX, and that Bomberman game. It was fun. They had a blast. They did. So it was worth.
Fight.
Oh man, I forgot the name of it. Do I have it in here? I'm not sure if I have it in here. Oh, here it is, right here. Bomberman Generation. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the one that we played last week.
Shit.
Yeah. And we was literally, we were supposed to do something last weekend. I don't know what happened, but we just got so sidetracked, and we just started playing the GameCube. We just had a lot of fun. So buying that, I am getting my money's worth off of. I wish it was cheaper. I know they got those component cables that's very expensive, because remember back in the day you can only get those component cables through Nintendo. But since they don't sell those no more, that's why you see them about $200, $300, sometimes $400. So yeah. You know what? Oh, I'm sorry, Sense. Huh? Yeah, for the GameCube. Yeah.
I told you what you should do, though, right?
No.
I told you to get that adapter, Wii. What is it called? Wii HD or Wii to HD, something like that. And play your GameCube games on your Wii. And
yeah. I have that right here.
Okay, yeah.
I have that right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got the
play your GameCube games on your Wii through that, and you can run the HDMI.
Well, as a collector, man, I want the real thing.
You want to play the original hardware?
I want to play the original. That's how I am.
Like instead of like buying like those converters and stuff like that, like
them converters are very expensive, especially that Frame Master. Them things cost about almost $500, dude.
Yeah, that's paying rent or car payment.
Yeah, you gotta be a serious dude to get that Frame Meister.
Yeah, but I heard it really it works wonders. That's what I heard. I heard it's
great.
That's what I heard. But you're gonna spend some money on it, I'll tell you that. Okay, Sinister, go and give us your intro. Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
That's so good. Oh yeah, what's up, everyone? It's your main man, Sinister. Some of the games I've been playing, I've basically been going back and forth. Like, of course, Spider-Man, enjoy it. I mean, like second best game this generation, along with God of War. Also been splitting time with the Capcom beat 'em up bundle.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you enjoy 90s arcade, that's definitely worth $20. Like, you got these of course, there's like Armor Warriors and Battle Circuit, which, like I said, they were never released outside of Europe, stuff like that. So,
and you say you looking. You said since they're out here looking healthy and happy. That's good, man. You looking healthy and happy, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've enjoyed this new job and eating healthy.
What about your woman? Let's not forget your woman, man. Y'all still good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been seeing so many pictures of you and your woman, man. Y'all seem very happy, and I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy to see any brother that has a woman that they feel they can spend the rest of their life with. So when's the day, man? When's the day? You can pop the question.
That's classified, bro.
I know it's coming, man. Y'all seem good together, man. I'm happy for you, man.
I mean, she enjoys gaming too.
Oh man, shit. Yeah. That's kind of rare out there. Finding somebody that loves video games just like you. My wife, she's a casual gamer. Like nigga, she knows that my wife loves Splatoon. Like, put Splatoon in her face. She would play that. She would play that for days, hours. She would skip sleep to play that. So, besides that, she don't really play much, to be honest. But she's a casual. She's what we call a filthy casual peasant.
Yeah, my wife ain't even a casual. She don't play it at all.
She'll come over and that's the only time she'll play. Like, she enjoys the Forza series, GT Sports, even like the 90s arcade, because it kind of reminds her of those times going to the arcade also.
Okay, let's see what's in the chat, because we got getting some more people in. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. We got some stuff to talk about today. Talk about Nintendo and their online, the cloud situation.
Do we have to?
You know what I'm about to get with this. The hypocrites, the frauds out there. Okay, of course we're gonna talk a little retro. We have to talk some retro. Every episode we talk retro. What else? The crossplay. Sony finally caved in, and that's gonna lead up to the subject of when you make your consumers happy, and give out, good business practice, they will come back, with a smile on their face. Like, I'm just sick and tired of these companies acting so arrogant because they're doing so good. But, later down the line, people gonna remember that, man. They will remember that. For like, let's say that somebody, let's say Sony continues to and do the type of practice that they're doing, and let's say Google finally comes out with a console, and what's been a rumor, and they provide better business practices, better games, and when they have that type of business practice and great games, somebody's going to suffer on the other end, especially if Google is doing very well on that end. So people going to remember when you do practices like that. Same for Nintendo, what they be doing. I know people hate when I discuss this. Nintendo, the only thing they're good for is making great games. But besides that, I don't like their business practice. I said that plenty of times. That's just how I feel about it. But okay, let me go get my intro out the way. I forgot to discuss the games I played. I guess these past couple of weeks, the games that I played, I didn't really play much. I played a couple of retro games, like I said a while ago. Played some GameCube with the family, Mario Kart Double Dash, F-Zero GX, and that Bomberman Generations. Played a little Tomb Raider. I hadn't finished that Tomb Raider game yet because I've been so busy at work. I've been promoted to foreman now, so I'm cracking whips and I'm beating up dudes at work and I'm kicking them out. I'm firing. I'm doing all that. I'm firing. When I say I'm firing, I'm setting them on fire, kicking them out. That's what I'm doing.
You're cracking the whips like some of them.
So yeah, I've been busy a lot, especially at work, man. So I'm trying to get used to this new positions. So that's why I left my other job, because I felt that I wasn't growing, and at my other job, like when they asked me why I'm quitting, I said I feel like I'm not growing, man. It's just so much I know I can do. I feel that y'all are stopping me from doing something that I know, how to do it. My foreman at that time told me, well, TD's it's not company TD. It's we the best company. We provide the best benefits. We pay very well. And if you feel like you're not going to grow here, you're not going to grow nowhere else. I said, oh, really? He told me that in my face. A black man. A black man. He told me that. Yeah, a black man.
We're supposed to be brothers.
A black man told me this. So yeah. Instead of me I put my 2 weeks in, but I said, what? Forget this crap. I quit. They got so mad. They're like, well, if you quit, you're ineligible to get rehired if you just up and quit. I said, okay. The stuff that you told me, the time I'm not going to grow nowhere else if I don't grow here. Okay, I don't want to come back. That's how you feel about me. 3 weeks later, I'm a foreman. Ain't that something?
Watch me fly.
Ain't that something? I thought about Facebooking this fool. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just be the bigger man and just do what I do. Because right now I'm happier, getting paid more, and stress-free.
I'm just the same boat you are, man, because I left my job, and I wasn't growing and didn't like the direction it was going, so I bounced to a new job, much better schedule, and got weekends off, and it's like I can do what I can do.
That's why that's one thing I like about my field of work. We have weekends off. If we work weekend, that's overtime. But of course,
the overtime.
That is good. I'm glad. Yeah, that's good for y'all, man. That's good for y'all. I don't work. I'm a house husband, so.
Oh,
okay, Kevin Hart.
Wow, man. I don't know how to respond to that, man.
I'm just kidding. Everybody knows that I work.
I can go get a few shout outs out before we get started. What's up, RD? The E Mator. I can't pronounce that. What's up, Nia? Who else is here?
El Matador, man.
What? Matador?
El Matador, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Ruby Sakurai. What's up? He said Ruby Sakurai said, but what about retro?
Yo, Shuhei Yoshida wants to know if we're gonna talk about diabetic gaming.
Oh my god. I miss watching this content. Like, that dude is so funny, man. He's just so funny. What's up, Ghost? Who else is here? Shuey. Okay, yeah, you just shut him out, Shuey. Yoshida. Bad Legacy. Who else is here? Oh, what's up, Blue Boat? What's up, Jalen? What's up, Bio EX1? Danny, what's up? What's up, Forgiven? Forgive said he's arrived and he's ready to damage control. Good for you. Appreciate the dollar donation, Mr. Blue Boat, or Miss. I don't know if you're a dude or a chick. What's up, Eric? What's up? What's up, Trillis? What's going on with you? What's going on with y'all? Like I say, I apologize for the lack of content past couple of weeks, and I did say I was going to do more retro content on this channel. I will. Hopefully, I have some time to put out a retro video this weekend. Matter of fact, if y'all love retro videos, check out this this channel called. Especially if you're a Sega fan, he makes really awesome content. He is so detailed. His quality is so good, and to the type of quality that he put on his channel. He only had like 10,000 subscribers. I think he should be having like 100,000. He has that type of good quality. It's called Sega X Lord, something like. I think that's the name of his channel. Sega.
Yeah, I heard of him.
You know what I'm talking about? Man, he makes really good content.
Yes.
Like especially if you're a Saturn fan. I know you love the Saturn T, and he basically talked about the hidden gems that was on Saturn, and he talked about a lot of those Japanese imports, and he's very detailed, man. So if y'all love those type of channels, check him out, man. He's really good, man. So
only YouTube was based on how good your channel is. A lot more people would get a lot more views and subscribers, but it doesn't work.
Well, you got people like Will Smith, man. He done did bungee jump off the helicopter. Dude got 12, 13 million views. Like birthday. And Marlon Wayans, he's just started his YouTube channel. That dude got a lot of views on his first video. So,
well, I mean, I get them because they are celebrities, so people are gonna jump on them to begin with. But the problem is YouTube pushes those guys out there.
Yes,
and pushes us down as they're pushing them up. So
that is true. That is true. So, okay, I guess the first topic I would like to discuss today is the Nintendo, the whole entire situation with the cloud saving and all that. And of course, I'm still not happy that it's behind the paywall. I still don't have the service yet. And will I get it one day? Probably will. I'm gonna eventually get it because my wife, she's getting mad at me because she wants to play Splatoon.
Happy wife.
I'm glad I don't have them problems.
So eventually I will get it. I just don't know when. Maybe I'm just waiting on more stuff to go on there because right now for what Nintendo wants us to pay for it, even though it's $20 a year, I still think it's worthless in my opinion. But with the cloud saving, it's always been free on Xbox, but on PlayStation it's not free on PlayStation. But you get to back your games up, with a USB drive. You can always back it up and put it on your computer. But we don't have that option on the Switch at all. We can't back it up. We don't have no type of cloud save system unless you get the subscription, in which is locked behind a paywall. That's bullshit. But so technically, we really paying $20 a year just for cloud saves because let's just be real. Like majority of us don't really care about NES games. It's 30 years old. Like it doesn't appeal to me. What does appeal to me is 16-bit games because that was the era in which I started gaming was the 16-bit generation. And I think the 16-bit generation, probably my all-time favorite because they had so many games, so many great games. Look at the game that's playing right behind me, Splatterhouse 2. That was an awesome game. And there was a lot of great games. Like if they can get those Super Nintendo games on there, then I'll be like, okay, I love Super Nintendo. It has a lot of great games on there. But the NES, even though the NES sold very well, but it doesn't appeal. It doesn't appeal to us like the Super Nintendo appeals to us. Because, let's be real, Super Nintendo is considered probably one of the best console of all time. I hear that a lot of times because Super Nintendo has so many great games. Or we could just say that generation was the best generation of all time. Even though the Sega Genesis, sold fewer consoles, but they both was great in their perspective. Both of them was great. Yeah. So if Nintendo can give us those Super Nintendo games, have about 30, 40, 50 games at launch, then that $20 a year would have appealed to me. That's the only thing that I don't really care about. I don't care about NES. I still feel that we shouldn't pay for cloud services, and I feel that we should be able to back up our saves. Like it is ridiculous. The Switch, you're more than likely to lose your Switch or break your Switch more than the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One because of the portability factor of that. So it doesn't make sense. You would think we would have that option, more than the Xbox or the PlayStation. Like it doesn't make sense. And now, with all the backlash that we got, what the Nintendo has received with this cloud saves, all of a sudden now, if your subscription expired, you have up to 6 months or 180 days to renew, or you're gonna lose it. So what was this information that before the launch of these subscription service? That's a really good question. I want to know what was that at? I'm just sick and tired of these YouTubers that's damage control. I had to unsubscribe from a lot of these idiots, man, because they keep on saying Nintendo had that planned all the way. Why do you want to launch something and take people money and people don't know what they're getting? Like, what kind of mess is that? Like, going to a car lot, you just get somebody, you pay somebody $10,000 for a cash car, and they don't even know what it is. What kind of crap is that?
So your limit, because they don't want you to know, because you knew you wouldn't buy it.
That's why I don't understand, man. That's good that Nintendo actually giving us 6 months, to renew. That's more than enough time to do. It's only $20. Right. But it's the principle of this matter that just causing all the controversy, man. I guess let's start with you, Senator. So what you think about this situation? Why did Nintendo wait like a week after the thing launched to say we have 180 days? Why they didn't say that up front before people start spending their money?
I don't know. That's just some bullshit. Like usually, like they got some hidden agenda and stuff like that. It's like, they knew what they were doing, but they just time was like, well, we just go ahead and set it, just anti-consumerism kind of bullshit like that. But to me, it's like, that's just poor customer service. Why pay? Of course, the son, depending on your, why pay $20 for a service with bare bone features, but yet not every game you can use, save on the cloud. Pretty much you have to use an extended hard drive or whatever you can use just to back up your saves and stuff like that, and naturally. But 6 months, if your thing runs out 6 months, so basically, you got from now until whenever it runs out to go, back up whatever you need to back up. But but to me, it's just annoying as hell, man. And plus, giving you old NES games. Of course, that's the era that I started in and stuff like that. 33 years ago when they saved the market, but still, hardly any of us care about the NES games. You got that mini NES classic. You can play some of them on there, but what happened to the virtual console from the Wii? That was great. You got all these great options for variety, but now it's like this is what you're giving for $20. Like, hell no. That's why I held back. It's like, if they're deciding, to make some changes, possibly I'll get it. But that's all I have. I'm sure T has more to say about this.
All right, go ahead, T.
I don't know if I have any more to say. I already made a video on it, but I can reiterate some stuff. I don't think it's no pun intended a sinister thing. I don't think it's them being nefarious. I just think they're incompetent. I just don't think that they. I don't think that they think that the marketing people or the people who explain all this stuff need to know until somebody asks. I just think I feel like that 6 months thing was probably in place already, but I just think they weren't smart enough to realize people need to know that stuff.
Yeah.
People want to know that stuff, and because if you bought it, does it matter if you know right now if it's 6 months after you're expired? No, because you got a year, so it doesn't matter at that point. But after that year's up, you would like to know, if you could still keep your saves. So they had time to tell people, and that's probably how they felt about it. It's like, well, if you bought it, we got a year before you even have to worry about, you know, losing your saves or whatever. But I just think, I mean, you already said it. I said it in my video. It's like, if you don't give me an option to back up my data, like if you gave me an option to back up my data and you had cloud saves, it's fine to have. It's fine to pay for that. I don't have a problem because I mean it's server based. There is maintenance. That's stuff that costs the company's money. So I understand that. Microsoft can do it because they got servers in everywhere. So and, it's just it doesn't affect them as much. So I get why they do it for free. But Sony doesn't, obviously, but they give you the option to back up your saves onto a flash drive. And it's like, why is that so difficult? If you're worried about people cheating, implement something where it's like, well, you can't just do it for one game. You got to do it for your entire system. And I bet people wouldn't do it. Like if you had to like say something happened to your flash drive or your memory in your system, it crashed or whatever. Basically you have to reinstall or reboot or reload everything. So make that the case. If you're worried about people trying to go back and use old saves to keep their ranks, don't let them do that. Make it well. You have to go back and you have to redo everything. If you make people have to redo all their saves, they're not going to cheat on one specific game. I mean, it's just there's things you can do. So the excuse of cheating is bogus because one, it doesn't protect all your games. You don't have saves for all your games. So like Let's Go Pikachu, there's no cloud saves for that. There's no cloud saves for Splatoon. So it's like I can't even these are important games.
That's messed up. With the whole cloud saves for Splatoon, because the people that bought Splatoon, they're pissed off that they gotta spend an extra $20 just to keep playing Splatoon.
Right.
And you know,
and then you ain't gonna protect me? Like
that's right. They're not protected with their cloud saves. That's a double middle finger to the face, dude.
That's insane.
I mean, think about it. That's one of their first party titles. I mean, you expect there
should not be one first party title that isn't backed up. There should not be one. If it's a first party title, it should definitely be backed up. I can understand what third parties may, opt out or whatever. I don't know why they would, but I can understand that. But all first party games should utilize cloud saves, hands down. That's it.
I agree, man. Like, this is why people say Nintendo is still stuck behind. I don't know if they are that lost or that they are very delusional or they just don't give a shit.
I mean, they've been delusional.
I honestly think they just don't give a shit because the reason why is because Nintendo know they have a cult fan base, man. Whatever they put out, the fan base is gonna buy it, whether it sucks or if it's good. I'm not saying a lot of their games suck. Most of their games are good. I don't care about all their IPs, but like the main ones I love is you got the Marios, the Mario Karts. You got the Splatoon, so it's good. Smash Brothers is good. I'm not a big fan of Smash Brothers series, but it's a great game. You got the Zelda, like Metroid, Star Fox. They hadn't been good since 64. Let's just be real. Let's be real. Star Fox is okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Star Fox is okay. You're right. It's okay. It's just okay. You're right.
It's just okay.
Look at Metroid. There's some really good stuff in there, but then there's some mediocre stuff, and you put it all together, and it's just okay.
It's just okay. Yeah. And Star Fox Zero, I'm sorry, that thing was trash. I'm sorry, Miyamoto. I'm sorry. You make great games. You are a legend.
That Federation Force from Metroid, that was garbage.
No, Federation Force wasn't a bad game. The problem, it was called Metroid Prime.
That was the problem.
That's the problem.
They put the wrong name on it.
Like Federation Force is actually a decent game, but it had Metroid Prime in front of it. That was the problem with that game. But Star Fox Zero, the problem with it is a good game, but the problem is it relies too much on Star Fox 64. That is the problem.
So
to me, that's the biggest problem with Star Fox Zero.
The Metroid Prime game we got was what year this thing came out? I'm looking at the box. Was it 2008? No, it says 2007.
2007, yeah.
It says 2007.
Metroid Prime 3 was 2007.
So it is 2018. That's a long time, dude. and Metro
We
Prime
count
4
Other
might
Rim.
come. It might come out next year.
We don't count Other Rim. That doesn't count.
Nah,
So that's a very long time to wait for a Prime 4. And the fan, I can understand the frustrations of the fan base with the Federation for you. They've been asking for a Prime 4 for a very long time, and this the Prime game you give us. That's why they had so many dislikes on that YouTube video.
Well, I give them a little bit of a pass on Prime 3 to Prime 4.
Mm-hmm.
One is a lot of those guys left and went to what was it, 343? A lot of those Metroid, or a lot of retro guys, Retro Studios guys, they left. So that was a hit. And then because of that, you got, was it Team Ninja that did Other M? And
that was Tepmo. Yeah, Tepmo. And
they tried to make it more mainstream. And I understand that, because Metroid Prime games do not sell to their quality. Like, they're really good games.
Yeah, you're right.
The first one was the best-selling one, and they every one after that sold less and less. I understand Nintendo's trying to figure out what to do with Metroid, and all of the hardcore fans are upset. I get it, but it's still a business at the end of the day. Those games, especially Metroid Prime games, aren't the cheapest games to make. They're high production games. So I get the tentativeness, but I think the fact that the Switch is so popular, that's the reason they're willing to do a Prime game.
A lot of games are selling well. Lots of games are selling well.
Right. I mean, Kirby sold almost 2 million copies.
Oh, don't remind me, man. Don't remind me, man. I'm about to play that Vegeta music, man. Oh my God, I
got mine.
Believe this, man. I can't believe it. Almost 2 million. A game you could beat in 3 hours. Oh my!
Talk about diabetic gaming.
Oh man. Okay, so we got your input with this cloud situation with the Switch. Like I say, man, I'm tired of talking about it. The reason why we discussing it because I didn't do no podcast last week. I just, of course, the news broke out with the whole entire 180-day after your subscription expired a few days ago. I mean, like I said, this is the first time we did a video in 2 weeks, so I just want to get this out. Sound like a broken record. Like a lot of people said this, we said this. You pay $20 a year for a service. At least bring back your features that was on your older console, so you can expand. Just evolve, kind of like what Microsoft and Sony is doing with theirs. But with the Switch, it's like they stripped everything. They stripped everything, and we got to pay. Like that's what's bothering me. So yeah, I don't want to keep thinking about that. I'm gonna go on another massive rant. But yeah, the next topic I would like to talk about is this PlayStation 4 crossplay. So why all of a sudden Sony want to do it now? What is this about? Is it the backlash? Because there was a big backlash. There was a lot of YouTube videos. Of course, you got the Sony fanboys defending it. Talking about, well, you need to have Xbox Live to play Fortnite. You don't need a PlayStation account to play Fortnite. Like I hear all that stuff. I don't know how many times I heard yes, that's true.
It is true. It is
true. Whatever. But at the end of the day, Microsoft still have better business practice than both companies. I have all 3 consoles, and yes, I've been through some shit with Nintendo and Sony a lot this generation. Every time I had an issue with Microsoft, they fix it just like that, man. But that's the main excuse that I hear about that. But at least Microsoft, teamed up with Nintendo so they can promote it. I understand that it's a business. I understand that Sony's number 1. They selling 80+ million. I understand that. Right. Like I said a while ago, when you act so arrogant, we can have like another PlayStation 3 situation. The PlayStation 3 could have sold over 100 million, just like the PS2. But no, a lot of people got pissed off. They got pissed. That's what happened when you do that to your consumers, man. I kind of felt that at the beginning of the PS4. I felt that they was doing better. They was doing a little bit better, being a little bit consumer friendly. But as time went on, it's like they're going back to the old PS2 days. After the success of the PS2, they could do no wrong. And we got the Sony fanboys had that same mentality that Sony can do no wrong. But that's every community. They're consummators can never do no wrong.
Here's the thing. I didn't realize that. I guess I was in my Nintendo bubble. I really believed that Nintendo fans wouldn't be about that, but they proved me wrong. And here's the thing. This is a prime example of a company just, being arrogant, but it wouldn't go away. The problem, the drama, the bad press would not go away on the crossplay thing. And they were definitely not going to do it. They were not going to do it, but the bad press did not go away. And they were like, we got to do something to stop this bad press. And they changed it. And that's why Nintendo fans, we can't have nice things, because when stuff like this happens, we beat up on each other instead of putting the pressure on. And so we can have changes happen too. But it's like, we can't have nice things, man, because nobody wants to hear bad stuff. If this was the Wii U, this thing would be getting dogged regularly.
Oh, yes,
every day, every week, you'd hear about how terrible Switch Online is, or Wii U Online is. You'd hear it all the time. But the Switch,
it was free.
It's popular, and it's super popular, and all the gaming websites are in the tank, and it's just like, wow, this is really different than that last generation. I hear a lot of excuse making from even these websites who used to dog the Wii U. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do, man. Crazy. It's crazy.
So what would you think about that, Sinister, with this crossplay situation?
I mean, yeah, like with the crossplay, of course, I mean, they did it, but of course, they weren't going to do it. Nintendo market's like, no. It's like, if you got a phone or tablet or you got a PC, yeah, we could do crossplay and stuff like that. But when it comes to the console, yeah, like some of the consumers getting angry. It's like, what? It's like, especially like the Fortnite community, because, they want to play with everybody and stuff like that. Of course, with PlayStation, it's like, no, we're not into all that. And then, of course, they don't want that bad publicity and stuff like that. It's like, I mean, we don't know what they didn't have to, because, there's so many units ahead of the competition. It's like, they can decide not to do it and just probably ignore it, or, and stuff like that. So, what, this just, cave, or we can just cave in, just give them what they want. So, we get some good publicity back. So, but of course, like, you have this community, then, they like to get damage control anything. It's like, because of the Sony brand, it's like, no, but, like, they don't want nothing, anyone say anything bad about them, despite what the stuff they do and like stuff like that. I mean, yeah, they may do a little consumer friendly, that you mentioned, or and stuff. I mean, of course, they're gonna get arrogant. Stuff, I mean, you're ahead. You're gonna get too lax and stuff like that. You can do whatever you want. That probably don't give two shits, but then are they doing it kind of inside the hearts? We don't know. They probably did it. Because they felt like it, but we don't know. We're not in those corporate. We're not in those meeting rooms and stuff like that. Decide like to do this or not, but what? Let's just do this, stuff like that.
Every fan base is the same. When push comes to shove, and
they are the same.
It breaks my heart to say that, because I really thought Nintendo fans were different. But let's say like this:
came to the light.
What happened when Microsoft first launched the Xbox One, and they were getting dogged in the press for DRM? And,
now it's on the Switch.
What happened to them? What did they do?
They got rid of it.
They got rid of it, right?
Yeah.
What happened to Sony after they got dogged in the press about crossplay over and over? Even though they're number one and untouchable, what did they do? They implemented crossplay, right? And we said dog shit.
We can say the same thing about EA loot boxes. That Star Wars Battlefront game. It was so much
Battlefront.
It was so much dog cussing. It was a lot of backlash.
Don't forget that Shadow War. They got rid of theirs and stuff like, because they got dog shit on.
Now you got was it 2K, or what was that NBA 2K game? They wanted to put a loot box in their game or something. I don't know, some stupid stuff. Like, it's just stupid. It's like they asking us to rip us off. Right?
I'm looking at that Playgrounds 2K19, because if you play Playgrounds, the previous one, there's a lot of cards and whatnot. that you unlock by playing the game.
Yeah.
Why did 2K decide that they wanted to buy that company, that game up, to snatch it up? Because I think they want to loot box the hell out of that thing.
Yep.
And nope, I ain't playing that.
Another example, like Forza Horizon, no, not Forza Horizon, the Motorsport 7, they had their loot box in there, but they kind of changed it around. It's like it's all cosmetics now, so it's none of that pay to win bullshit, especially like with Battlefront.
It was that Battlefront that really blew it up, the whole pay to win.
Yeah, because EA took a massive hit, like with their stocks, and of course Disney came
over the game. Disney was pissed off.
Yeah, because they don't want that bad publicity, going in with the Last Jedi movie.
Going into that trash movie, Last Jedi.
Dang.
They don't want the bad press on it.
I mean, see that, but that's what happens. It's like, but unfortunately on the Nintendo side, man, dudes are like, just wait, man, it'll get better.
Just wait. Just
wait.
Sit back and wait.
I've been waiting.
Wait and see.
Wait since 2001 for Nintendo to get their online together, man.
That's the thing with this generation. It's like it's nothing but damage control and this and that. It's like they cannot handle. They can.
I had to get away from some of these channels, man. It just, I don't know. I'm gonna start getting some gray hair, man. If I keep listening to that crap, man, it's depressing. Listening to the damage control, the lying they be doing on their channels, lying to their fan base, lying to themselves. Just I don't know. They just horn for those views, horn for those free Nintendo products, horn for those free E3 passes. That's what they're doing, man.
Just holding themselves.
It's just crazy. It's crazy, man.
I lost like 25 subscribers making those videos, man. Like, did not want to hear that stuff.
Hey! Did you gain? What's your subscriber base looking like? Did you gain any, or you still losing?
For me, nah. I'm sitting neutral. I lost like I said in the last week. I lost like 25 to 30, and it's because of my quote unquote negative Nintendo videos.
Hold on, I gotta watch that. I'm not sure if I saw that, man. Like I say, I've been away for almost 2 weeks, man.
I had to play catch up on that.
Yeah, well, my last few were about the online, so there's nothing. I don't see anything good to say about it. So people haven't been happy with that. But
yeah, remember Nintendo can't, they can never do any wrong. So that's why they're mad.
Their games to me are untouchable. Like, they're innovative, and that's what kills me about them is that they're so innovative and great with their games. Why can't they translate into like features?
Features,
why can't you be innovative that way? Also,
stronger console, like stronger hardware. Let's just be real. Like, I know people say graphics don't matter, but the new Xbox and PlayStation about to come out pretty soon. So technically, the Switch going to be either a generation and a half or 2 generations behind. When
generations are dead, man. At this point, nobody's counting generations anymore. I don't think.
Generations not going to be any better.
Microsoft trying to get rid of generation. I don't think Sony wants to.
Well, Sony has, they did the PS4 Pro, so that might be something they might look at, especially if it's successful with Microsoft. It actually works.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't yet, because I don't think the Xbox One X has really taken off or anything.
Remember, Phil Spencer said that they are deep into the development of that. Was it the what's the name of that? Scarlet, Xbox Scarlet. Yeah. So it's a really good possibility. They going to not only announce it, they're going to show it at next year's E3. It's a really good possibility.
I think so.
Get a hint of it at the XO coming up.
If they show it next year's E3, we might get it the year after. So I would say another year and a half with Xbox.
Early. It could be early 2020.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
You don't have to wait for the Nintendo Prove. You don't got to wait for the holiday anymore to launch a console. So
when 2020 get here, it's more than likely we're gonna get a new Xbox and PlayStation, and of course those consoles gonna be a 4K machine.
Yep.
A native 4K machine. Well, I know the Xbox One X is native, but of course it's gonna be more powerful. But how can Nintendo compete with that? And of course they got their games, but like this is the question everybody always asking: what about third parties? And that's the big question that it's like a lot of us dance around. Yeah. Like how are we gonna get these type of third party games if they gotta basically make another game because they got to use a different engine because Nintendo consoles are not powerful enough to run these type of games. So Go ahead.
I don't think they will. I don't think Nintendo cares to. Again, the Switch is selling really well. It's mad popular. They got indie games on lock. You know, what do you call them? You want to call them AA or just A games? The games file sizes are getting way out of hand. We're talking 100 gig plus games.
Oh my God.
And you're not going to be able to put those on these little 32 gigabyte carts. And they're not even doing that right now because the 32 gigabyte carts are too expensive. So nobody's even wanting to touch those yet. And you're just not going to be able to fit the types of games that are going to come in the future. So I just feel like Nintendo, I don't know how long they can sustain it. I have no problem with the Switch's power. I like Switch as, that I like Nintendo as that alternative that Nintendo brings. Like they're gonna make the best games on their console. Like they're gonna make the prettiest, the most fun games on their console.
I won't say prettiest games. I won't say prettiest games. Okay. Pixar type of games, probably.
No, I mean on their console. I mean.
Oh, okay.
I think the best running games will probably come from them and whatnot, and they're gonna do what they did with Bethesda. They're gonna pick and choose certain Western third parties to squeeze their games over.
Dude,
publish them.
I'm still surprised about this Bethesda relationship, man. I'm lost for words.
It's really surprising. Yeah,
I'm really surprised. I was looking at VG charts that it sold over 1 million. That Skyrim game. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Only Nintendo console?
I mean, heck, on especially playing something like that on the go, it's like.
Yeah, I mean that's very appealing. It is a very appealing. That's one of the big reasons that Breath of the Wild sold so well, because that huge open world in your hands, like that's a real cool thing. People,
despite being a port.
So the portability of this console make it so very appealing. You know, if it was just a regular home console, then I don't think it would have sold the way it did, because like I say, they good for their first party games, but what else do they have? Like, what else? Like third parties, they probably won't be go on the board because they was going to wait on those Nintendo sales. That's basically what they did last year. They waited on those Nintendo sales from the first year when they had that awesome, really good first year. I think they sold how many that first year? About 12, 13 million. They sold a large sum that first year. So after that first year, that's when we start getting all these new games. Like it's like every week there's new games. If it's not indie games, it's like all these damn ports coming over that you wouldn't even think that would come up to the Switch.
Yeah. There's already over 1,000 games on the Switch.
Yep. Damn, how many did the Wii U get?
18 months. The Wii U topped out at like 4 something.
About 4,000?
400 for its life.
Are you serious?
Like 400,000?
Whoa! That's not. Is that including indies on the Wii U?
That includes indies, yeah.
Oh wow! See, that's what happened when your console sells.
No. I'm saying 400. It was like 467, 76, something like that. 400, not 400,000.
No. You said 400 something, 70 something on the Wii U. That's all the games, third party, indies, that's total. Right. And the Switch has over 1,000 already.
Has over 1,000, yeah.
See, that's what happens when your stuff sells. It's the portability factor that's making it very appealing. If it wasn't for it, then I don't know if this thing was sold good. Because taking your games on. Let's be real. If you couldn't take your games on the go, with Skyrim, these other games would sell. I know the Nintendo games will sell well, but with these third-party games, will they sell well? That's a big question right there.
The ones that they have gotten have sold well. I think they're, like I said, they're going to pick and choose. They're going to look at what games that they think will fit and be able to run on the Switch, and you're going to get that kind of trickle out as far as third-party goes. It's going to be very much like the Wii, where some of the titles came over. Some of the games got ported. Some of the games that came out on other consoles got ported. They were, they weren't as pretty, obviously. They weren't, there wasn't as much bells and whistles, but those games did sell well. The ones that got ported and that were specific, like Nintendo picked and choose those games, those will do fine. But you're not going to get a parody situation where you're getting all these big. You're not going to get Red Dead's not coming. Like that. It's just not going to come. because it's too large of a game. It's not going to fit on the cart with any seriousness. So you're just not going to get those types of games. But I think the Switch will continue to hit a certain market.
Oh, strain.
They have what's up?
I think the strain something's going on with it.
Oh,
What the? It's slowing
I'm
down.
not even using OBS. What the hell?
yeah, I'm seeing. RIP stream.
Hold on. Am I back up? Let's see. Yeah, Kyle, it was like almost 50 views, and all of a sudden the thing dropped to 30 and 20. What the hell's going on?
It's that rest in peace stream.
Damn, we was actually getting deep. What the hell?
Yeah. Somebody with oof. The oof thing.
Really? Damn.
God dang it.
Hold on, let me stop. Damn, I guess I have to make a part 2.
It's still showing. No, it's still showing we're live.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I still see it on my end too.
Let's see before I stop it. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Daggone Google.
I don't think it's your fault. I think it's Google.
Yeah.
Sega strikes again. All right, let me make another one. Well, my family, they just got here.